guys, thank you so much for being here. Hope you're all doing well. Today I just want to play with some makeup as I often do, but it's going to be another episode in my series of Use What Your Palette Gave You. Today we are going to do an alter ego palette called Aurora. Now this palette was definitely modeled after one from Natasha Denona, which, was it the Sunset palette? I'm not sure, but I can put up the picture of that one over here and then you can see this one here. Now that Natasha Denona palette actually is one that isn't as expensive because the pan sizes and the whole eye palette itself is a little bit smaller, but still does not beat the price tag of, I believe, $15 for this one from Alter Ego. Now, I definitely hold the same feeling that I think a lot of creators do, in the sense of dupe brands like this that make palettes that look just like one from another brand. Like, I can't give them creative credit, but there is something to the fact of, like, people can't afford a $100 eyeshadow palette either. Like, that's absurd. Spending a lot of money on makeup is a very frivolous item. Obviously, everybody has their vices, but, you know, if I can find something that works just as well for, like, a 10th of the price, okay, more like a 20th of the price, or wait, what is that, a 5th of the price? Anyway, math ain't my thing, that's my brother's thing. But I want to play with this palette today and just have some fun. So I'm going to start off by priming up my eyes and priming my face, and I'll be back at you when I'm done with that. All right, so back to some good old chapstick. My lips have definitely started to heal and become better. I've been using a lot of just chapstick and Vaseline, but I traded some chapped lips for like a blemish, a pimple that just really did not feel great on my upper lip. But she's on the mend, so that's all that really matters. Back to what's truly at hand, this beautiful palette. Now, I definitely want to play with the yellows and into kind of these purpley colors. This Dawn color is definitely calling my name. It has some beautiful blue kind of reflect blue purple, and I love when warm plays with cool. I think I might try to do kind of like a halo eye maybe, but not, maybe not. I don't really know. I think I would love to play with just the color of everything. So I think kind of maybe the yellows within the inner portions of my eye, kind of do more of this, I guess it's almost like a fuchsia color, pinkish purple in the crease area, and then build out using some of these regular kind of shades. I don't really know. I saw this picture online, which was kind of interesting to me, and what I'm kind of trying to think about is that when placing color on the eye, it's almost like you want to have it as a circle. If you're looking at like a color reel, you want it to be right, like against, not against, what am I trying to say? Basically like 180 from each other. So if I have a color over here, I kind of want to have that color also here, here, or here, here, or here. So it's nice to play off that. I don't think that's like a definite thing, and it certainly isn't a rule because there really aren't rules in makeup. But that was something I was toying with on maybe doing. But I think I just want to start with kind of how I normally would with a look like this. Start with something a little bit more neutrally and plop that right into my transition area. So I'll probably go into Radiant, oh no, Shine and Star, one of those. Let's see. Let's go maybe a little bit more into Shine and then maybe a little into Star, and then I'll probably start building out my crease with Nova. All right, so I've got that Shine color built up in my transition area. Right above it, I'm gonna put a little bit of Sunburst, and I'm gonna keep that more towards kind of this outer portion up by my brow. Pretty. Now we're gonna go into a little bit of the Star color, and then I'm gonna build it into Nova, into the crease area. So first taking Star, same on kind of the fluffier brush, but just placing that color a bit more into my crease area. Just because I don't want it to go over all of my transition area work, because that blend is looking pretty. Now, I'm thinking I might want to go and do more of a halo eye and have that beautiful dawn color right in the center of the lid. So I'm going to take Nova not only on the outer corner, but I'm going to place that also kind of in this inner portion of my lid. Not right in the inner corner where I still want to highlight, but I'm going to place the deep color here as well. Not sure if I'll use the same brush. I might use something more as like a flat brush to kind of pack it on first, but then I'll blend it out a little bit. But I'll still blend out my outer edge with something more of like a tapered crease brush. Into that Nova color and into my outer crease. So I indeed used a flat, more packer kind of brush to add pigment on the inner and the outer portion. Just laid that right on the lid using the packer brush, and the pigment laid down perfectly. I'm gonna go over the edges just a little bit to blend them out, but it's really pretty. I'm kind of toying with maybe adding a little bit more of, or maybe adding a little bit of this twilight color, which is the deepest that we have in the palette, just to build up a little bit more. But I also like how this color currently looks. So, you know, I'm a little bit unsure. Maybe I'll just take the littlest bit of twilight and add it right in just the outer corner to see if it will bring a little bit more depth, which it does, but it's not too much. But I think I'll just keep it at that, and I won't add any on the inner portion. So now is definitely the moment. This really beautiful blue pinky shine. I think I might want to add a bit of a glitter glue just so that it sticks and really plays nicely. I think I might add just a little bit more Nova as well, which is that purple color, and bring it in just a little bit more, just so that it's not so much of my lid color that's into play. I want a bit more of the other color coming in. Other color meaning this Nova color. Just because within the reflect of that shade, we're definitely going to get some really pretty dimension, and having a bit more color already laid down on the lid is just going to give us a little bit more of a difference. You know, you're going to be able to see tonally different colors in the shadow and just kind of make your eye look a little bit more unique. That's probably my favorite thing about shades like that, is that they're just so transformative. And I just think that's so much fun. Take it and blend it out a little bit, what I just packed on. And then I think I'm going to, before I add that, also go back into Star, which is kind of this light orange color, and blend my transition area a little bit. But these colors are just beautiful. And then I can still see the yellow, but I might as well add just a little bit more of that Sunburst, which is the yellow right on the corner. Make sure that she ain't lost. And we'll go back in and add Sunburst here as well. And then probably the orange here, and then that pink on the outer portion of the lower lid. But let me do, I think I'm gonna do the rest of my face before I do that inner glittery part, just because you don't want glitter spreading around onto everything. And hopefully doing the glitter last will prevent a lot of that. So I'm going to throw on the rest of my face. I'll bring you back in for blush. So yeah, see you in a bit. Hi everybody, sorry if I'm a little shifted from where I was beforehand, but oof, do I need some blush to warm up my face? I think something warm would do this look good, so I'm gonna go into my butter Murumuru baby butter blush, but this is in Vintage Rouge. Just take a little bit. Love, 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 love. All right, so now that we got some blush on, I think what I want to do, you know what, I think I might finish up the bottom part of the eye before I put the glittery part on the top, and then we will highlight and do lip, and we will be done. So let me grab a little pencil brush, and let me make sure she's clean, so let me color switch right quick. All right, so on this brush, I want to use kind of all the colors that I used on the top part. So I'm first gonna go in with Sunburst, put that here. Then I'm gonna go in with Star, put that more here or here. So yellow, orange into our pinky color. I want to try to kind of follow here is the yellow, so I'm going to put yellow here. Here is the orange, so I'm going to put orange here, and then we do have this pink purpliness kind of everywhere, but I'm going to bring that down just a little bit. I can see there's some patchiness in the shadow, kind of this area won't blend as nicely as it did over here, but you know, $15 eyeshadows. Other than that, the blend has been really nice and very pretty. So I'll bring you back when that lower lash line is done. The next step on that lower lash, right before I finish, sorry for the frog in the throat, I'm gonna go into this color, this shine color, and just kind of buff out my bottom edge just a little bit, just so that it's kind of blending into something under the eye, into, you know, instead of nothing. Just a little light blend will always do you good. All right, now adding the best part, the glittery, the pretty, the everything you always want in an eye look. Let me grab that glitter primer. We got it. So this is the NYX glitter primer. I'm just going to put a little bit of this, really very tiny amount between my two fingers, and then just tap that right in the middle of both of my eyes. And you don't want too much because this is tacky, so you don't want it to be so tacky that it's not going to, you know, I guess you want it, I can feel it sticking already, which is good. You want it to be sticky. Basically, don't put too much, just put a little amount. Now I'm gonna go into the Dawn color right into my finger, and I'm gonna just tap that right into that center portion, and then we will blend out in a second. But I wanna tap in that glitter primer. So fun and so pretty. All right. Now I'm gonna go into that flat paddle brush that I was using earlier. Where did I put her? Where did she go? Oh man, where did she go? Found it. So take that flat brush I was using earlier and then blend down each kind of portion of the eye so you have a little bit less. I don't want it to be full glitter to the corner, but you definitely want to blend it out, because you don't want just kind of this super stark line between what is a glitter or shiny into, you know, flat muted matte. Although these aren't very muted shades, they're definitely bright, but if you blend it out, you'll definitely get a prettier look. Ooh, is that fun? I love it, I love it. All right, so I'm going to keep kind of the center, I think, as is. I think I wanna pop a little bit bright, a little bit more of that bright yellow, just to see if I can get it to come through a little more. Awesome. Then just underneath the brow, I think, let's see which of these highlighty shades I want to do from the palette. Let me swatch here. Now this one's kind of fun because it's Soleil Duochrome, but this one's probably our most champagne-y. So I don't know. I think we're just gonna go champagne-y. So we're gonna go into Stellar on a highlighting kind of brush. Well, actually first into a fluffy brush. I'm gonna tap in a little bit of Stellar and just go right under my brow, just to add a kiss of sheen in that brow area that we have open. Okay, and then with our highlighting brush, we're gonna go into the same color Stellar and highlight them cheeks. And I really love doing this because I love when things are kind of similar tonally, between what is happening on the eye, because this whole area kind of blends together anyway. You know, when you have your highlight, you kind of want this whole space to be lit up. All right, so I'm also gonna take the highlight down the bridge of my nose and above my Cupid's bow, and then a little above the top of the brow. Nice. Now, my last step before lip is going to be mascara, but let's see what we got going on for the lip. Just because I have this new kind of Revlon, it's not as bright, but this might be pretty. I could try this. If not, then we'll probably end up doing more of like a nude gloss, because I don't, oh, I have, no, that's too bright. I think we might try this gloss. I've been wanting to try this for a long time. This is the Vinyl Lip Polish by Revlon. And I just think it might be fun to kind of play off of a little bit of the color on the eye. But let me add mascara. I'll bring you back for the lip and we'll finish it out. Perfect. Hi everybody. So I thought as I was looking at the look, it would be fun to do something in the inner rim, and I'm kind of going between like a gold or a blue to kind of match the blue shimmer, or just kind of like a nude tone. I want to see if this blue will come through at all. If not, then I think I'm just gonna do nude, but I think the blue might be fun. So let me see. And the blue's not really coming through, so let me just add in a nude. Well, I added in a little bit of a nude liner and tried to get that blue to pop because I think that just would have been fun. But oh well. Now on to lip. I'm just going to try this vinyl lip polish and see how she looks. If I don't like it, I'll wipe it off and we'll try more of a clear gloss. I actually really like the color. I think it pairs well with the eye. I just want to make it a little shinier. Big shock, I know. I would like it glossier. So I'm gonna go in with a bit of a deeper gloss here. And one thing that I keep forgetting, give me some setting spray. Oops, knocking things down. Especially with the weather being warm. Honey, you need that setting spray. You don't need it, that's a complete lie, but I do enjoy the feeling of setting spray. So, I actually really love this look. I think it's super fun. This is a beautiful palette, and I think there's definitely ways, especially if you kind of remove this. Look at how nude and pretty that is. I mean, you could make a very wearable look out of those. You can pop this into the crease, in the transition, and one of these light shades on the eye, done. But I also love, if you look at this portion, it's bright, it's colorful, it's fun, it's different. And I love palettes that are like that, like super universal, where you can go full kind of fun and colorful if you want to, or you can just keep it nude. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this one. I certainly had fun. I hope you like a little bit of shine and glitter. Make sure you add some to your day if you want to. And other than that, I hope you're having a nice day, night, or whatever, wherever, whenever you may be watching this. Thank you again for being here, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.